CD Projekt Red has put us on the nice list this year. Either that, or they're still very sorry about the release of Cyberpunk. Either way, in an uncharacteristic move from this industry, they announced an expansion to their competitive card game Gwent, then released it the following day. So what is Gwent Rogue Mage? Other than a horrible title, I guess Gwent Paladin Warrior was too weak, it is a standalone PvE-focused expansion to CD Projekt Red's card game Gwent. In the announcement, game director Vladimir Tortsov said, "Rogue Mage came out of noticing that years after The Witcher 3's release, there are a significant number of players who want more PvE experience from Gwent. They've accomplished that by combining roguelike, deck building, and strategy with the Gwent framework. Think games like Slay the Spire, Monster Train, and Inscryption-ish. CD Projekt Red has done something similar in the past with Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales, a top-down RPG with battles taking place on the Gwent field, the Gwent board. You play Gwent. You fight by playing Gwent. Rogue Mage is not this. Where Thronebreaker leaned more Witcher with a touch of Gwent, Rogue Mage is out-and-out Gwent. This has some interesting implications. Most Gwent players are playing for the PvP aspect, as that has been the only real option. And Gwent, while smaller than other CCGs, is well regarded. One common praise is how balanced and consistent the game is compared to other CCGs. What I mean is that there's very little random nonsense that happens in a Gwent match. Usually the better player wins. You can quickly tell what a deck's win condition is, and if that condition is being executed before your own, and you don't start countering it early, you're going to lose. There isn't a lot of wiggle room. There normally isn't a card that, if you happen to draw, can save the match. As a fan of strategy games and a casual fan of CCGs, this consistency always appealed to me. It wasn't fun losing because your opponent drew the "I just win now" card, or worst case scenario because they've loaded their deck with the more expensive cards. But it turns out that this is a double-edged sword. I'm sorry to say that while tipping my toe into Gwent, I found myself getting bored. The aspect that I wanted from Gwent, that straightforward chess-like gameplay, ended up being the reason I kept bouncing off, and returning to games that did the opposite. It turns out that while I don't like dying in one turn, I liked killing in one turn, and having that "oh thank God" moment of drawing the one card that can save you was fun. It kept the games exciting, and it kept the matches feeling varied. So what does this have to do with Rogue Mage? Rogue Mage could provide an exciting playtest on introducing a bit more chaos. It allows the developers to experiment by providing players stronger cards without breaking the competitive balance of their PvP. It can also show Gwent players what Gwent could be, testing what that reaction is. While I think Gwent players are pretty content with where the game is now, Rogue Mage can peer into what Gwent could be. And while I don't believe or want CD Projekt Red to abandon its loyal Gwent players, it would also be interesting to see what non-Gwent CCG players think of a more chaotic version, or at the very least, fill that hole. I say fill that hole because while Gwent is a competitive card game, it is a unique CCG. It doesn't follow many of the typical gameplay elements you'd expect from a modern online CCG. So it would be interesting to see what that unique frame looks like as a more varied and tumultuous version. The other positive of Rogue Mage is confirmation that CD Projekt Red hasn't forgotten about Gwent. It's been a while since we've seen anything new and exciting in the Gwent-verse. So this could hopefully give Gwent a shot in the arm and perhaps motivate CD Projekt Red to do more with their unique CCG. Of course, we'll have to wait a while to see what comes of Rogue Mage and what it could lead to for Gwent. The game was released yesterday, but early rumblings are positive. The consensus seems to be that people are happy that there is more of a gameplay focus in Rogue Mage and less of a story focus a la Thronebreaker. And players are impressed at the replayability, but that some kinks need to be worked out and a bit more polish could have gone a long way. Still, overall, the Gwent community seems happy and optimistic. I plan to play a lot more this weekend and let my imagination run wild with what it could mean for PvP. Let me know in the comments if you plan on picking it up and what you'd like to see for the future of Gwent. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
How it's supposed to feel.